All right, hello YouTube. Welcome to another ride. Very familiar. So today is Sunday. And we're going to work. So normally on the weekend I'll do a recreational ride, but today it's business. So it's about 7:30, and I'm happy that it's still nice and overcast. It took me a long time to get ready to go, and I was a little concerned because I really do like overcast, gloomy rides. Yeah, I really should have made it out when it was still dark, but this is kind of cool too because it's still overcast. There's a lot of mist in the air still, and it's a different time of day. So maybe as a viewer, it's not that big of a deal, but I think it is, just because last week, there was a lot of dark mornings. So now we have, this little variety. But yeah, so this is just going to be a regular old ride. All right, so we're ready to roll. So the last morning video, I can't remember which way I went. I think, it was Grand. I think I published that on Saturday. Yeah, that's what happened. So we got a 4x4 in this lane right here, and we got a pedestrian coming up, but we can jump out now. So which way are we gonna go? That's always the question. We need to let's go through Orange. We're just gonna do an old school route. Let's just do that. Go through downtown Orange, and then let's see. So if you're new, I always assume people that are watching the channel kind of already know what's going on, but I'll just go ahead and do a quick update. So this channel is primarily, for right now, is about me commuting on my e-bike from the city of Orange to the city of Irvine, and that's it. And then on the weekends, I'll sometimes go on some night rides or go in directions that I normally can't hit on the weekdays. And I've been doing this for about a year and a month today. So yeah, 13 months. And I've ridden the same bike the whole time, which is a electric XP 3.0. And we're probably at around, I don't know, 7,050 miles on it. probably actually a little bit more than that, but it's not really important. It has a lot of miles on it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I use a DJI Action 4, but I really want to get the Action 5 now. I saw John Hicks did a review on it, so but yeah, that's not. This camera's sufficient. You know, you know, even if I had the Action 5, it's not gonna. The footage is gonna look the same. You know, in my opinion. I mean, the video quality on the 5, you know, looks a little better according to John Hicks, but like, I don't know. He used to be a cameraman in LA somewhere, and like, so, you know, he's a little. Let's go up this way. He's gonna be a little more. He's gonna see things that the average person isn't gonna see. So I use 4K 30 frames most of the time, unless I'm going to be doing some slow motion stuff, and then I'll use 60 frames. Never 120 frames. And we went down this way last time, so we're going to go. We can go this way again. So the last ride, I came out over here where this giant bay fig is. Yeah, we'll go this way. Yeah, and then sometimes in the afternoon I use a GoPro Hero 12 or Hero 10. You know, which is an old camera, but you know, your video quality is it's the same. I mean, if it's 4K, it's the same, you know, in my opinion. But what do I know? I mean, you can make. If you look at not a lot of, but some of John Hicks' footage, when you try to. You know, in YouTube, when you watch it, if you want to try to change the image quality, you know, you can select that on YouTube, right? You can do your image quality and select, you know, what speeds it's at, you know. So if it's lagging, your video's lagging, you can change it to like 1080p on YouTube. You know, so it's processing everything faster, and it's not using so much data or whatever. But it's freezing right now, by the way. So we're going past Hart Park right now. Let's look down the Santiago Creek Trail. But a lot of his stuff, I'll go to look at the image quality, and it's not more than 1080p anyway. So there's the Santiago Creek Trail. So those videos you see in the morning, this is where I go under the bridge. Over to the left is like a homeless encampment. These guys have been getting broken up. Like these guys are passing the tin foil down there. Yeah, I need to get a little more brazen with my filming. But I don't try to you know, focus on the homeless people too much or bother them. They're just another part of the scenery, you know, and I've got to ride through these places every day. So, you know, like right there, if I get off my bike and take my camera off and, oh yeah, we have a group of homeless people down here, they're passing tinfoil around, like, it's just not good, because the next time I roll through there, you know, they're gonna think I'm the Huda, and I don't want that, you know. I like the idea of being just part of this passing scenery for them. I've been doing this for so long, going through all these different neighborhoods so frequently. It's people are used to me, you know. It's like if you're in your neighborhood and you see somebody riding by on their bike every day, you know, you're getting up to go to work, you're driving down the street. Oh yeah, there's that guy on that e-bike again. So I want to keep it like that, but you see me pulling out my camera and, you know, being nosy. Yeah. All right, so Santa Clara, we're gonna go ahead and cut right. So we went on Grand on Friday. So we're gonna go, this is Santa Clara. We're gonna take it to Lincoln, which runs parallel with the train tracks. My bike is making all kinds of new noises. So yeah, that's the channel really. What I was talking about is the GoPro Hero 10 is, yeah, I use that sometimes in the afternoons, but I use the DJI definitely in the mornings or low light situations. Yeah, that's it. And prior to doing this channel and the whole e-bike thing, the way I got into this was I had an old car, an old Nissan Murano. So my family has two cars, or had two cars, and I had this Murano that was getting towards the end of its life. And you know, I guess I was ready to buy another car, but you know, the financial strain of doing that is kind of like I wasn't ready to commit to that. So I sold the car and probably used the money for rent or something like that, and then I just started taking Metrolink because I was tired of commuting on the freeway anyway. So this commute in the morning isn't bad at all for the time that I go, because if you're driving, it's like, you know, 15 to 20 minutes. It's not bad, you know. But it's just, you know, you get locked into that routine, and it's still, I just was done with it. I've been doing it from Orange to Irvine for I don't know how many years. Let's say 10 or 11. Yeah, we'll just say 10. And then so I started enjoying taking the Metrolink. So Metrolink's about 2.5 miles from my house. So I would ride a cruiser skateboard. And we're going, this is the part of the Logan neighborhood that we're in right now. We're going over the 5 freeway. So I used to, when I was younger, I've always rode skateboards since I was probably about 14. And so I was like, well, I'll just ride my skateboard to the Metrolink into downtown Orange, and then the Metrolink takes you to the Irvine station, passes where I need to go. So you take the Metrolink to Tustin, and then you jump in the they have a little shuttle that drops me off right at work. So it was cool, and it was different. You know, I enjoyed you know, you can watch YouTube on the train and on the shuttle, or listen to ebooks, or whatever you decide to do. And so that was nice. It was actually enjoyable, and obviously that takes a lot longer to get to work. But it doesn't really matter. That's not that big of a deal, because you're taking that time and using it for an experience, tripping out on the people and the activities, and there's always something going on at train stations and public transportation. So I don't know, I just kind of found it was cool. So then, but to ride a skateboard 2.5 miles, that same hill that I bombed on my bike, I would ride down that on my skateboard and ride up Walnut, and it was cool. But that takes about 30 minutes. And then if you're running late, sometimes it's kind of stressful. And sometimes I would get tired of riding my skateboard. Actually, on my skateboard, I could probably make it closer to like 20 minutes, 15 to 20 if I was like really putting a lot of effort into it. And we got here, Psycho. Yeah. So I'm trying to think which way I want to go now. Maybe we'll go up Standard. I passed Standard by a lot, but maybe we'll cut back to Standard. So what was I talking about? Oh, the skateboard. Oh yeah, sometimes I would walk. I would get tired of doing the skateboard, so I would walk, which takes a long time, but I enjoyed that too, just having a nice early morning walk and in the dark. It was cool. But so this is Halliday Street. I did this ride not too long ago. Yeah, maybe we're gonna cut back over to Standard. Just a minute, let me figure out what I'm gonna do here. But yeah, and then I had the opportunity to get a bike. I would see people on the train with e-bikes. That's Cedar. Need to go. And I was like, wow, e-bikes, those are pretty cool. So I started watching videos, and oh yeah, they're hooking up to power. What's up, buddy? Got some gang activities. So we're on Standard. So yeah, I started watching bike reviews and doing my research, and I've always rode. I rode bikes a lot growing up, just like everybody else did. But it was definitely before skateboards. It was all about biking. I lived out in the country, so we would bike to school. School was pretty far away. So I did all that. Like, I rode bikes for years. We would make jumps and tracks, and so I had experience riding bikes. So I was like, yeah, and I used to see people at work that would ride their bikes to work, and I was always like, I would talk to them, you ride like regular bikes, and they were riding 10, 15 miles to work, and I always admired that. I was like, that's just kind of cool, and I never thought I would do anything like that. Orange to Irvine seemed so far away, but then when the whole e-bike thing started happening, I was like, it just naturally manifests. You know, I had the opportunity to get a bike. Wasn't sure, like I was just gonna get the bike to ride to the train station, and then from Tustin to Irvine, which was only like 5.5 miles. And yeah, so that's what I did. And then once I rode to work the first time, I was like, this isn't bad at all. You know, it's about 12 miles. It's pretty easy. So then and it was fun. So I just kept riding. So right now, I'm not going to work a full day at work. I'm only going to work probably 3 or 4 hours. And so I brought my battery, probably won't charge fast enough. So I brought my other battery, which I have in my backpack. I could put it on the rack of my bike, but it's not. I like having my bike more, lighter, and where I can maneuver a lot easier. And with the battery, it's kind of not as stable, and I feel like the battery gets the crap knocked out of it, you know, because a lot of times I'm going over massive bumps or jumping off curbs or, you know, whatever. We're going by Madison Park right now. So we'll go this neighborhood. We're gonna go through this crazy neighborhood right here. So this neighborhood right here, I usually avoid. I mean, I've ridden through here obviously before, but this neighborhood's kind of specifically this neighborhood right here, this street. There was a street off to my left that's kind of not advisable to ride on. This is the other one. So this area is, I mean, it looks just like a regular neighborhood, but you can see the graffiti on the apartment complexes, on all the walls here. It looks normal, but if you look off to my right, these neighborhoods are it's a little bit active, you know, in regards to gang activity. I went down, there's an alley right there. We'll go peek down there real quick. But this alley right here, I went down there one day, and yeah, I wasn't confronted or anything, but I, like 3 or 4 times just going down that alley, I had people trying to, I got that somebody gave me the gangster whistle, and started yelling at me, hey, come here, you know, let me talk to you. Like, that happened like 3 times just down that alley. People trying to get me to stop. So they see you riding through their neighborhood with a camera, it's just kind of risky. So at one point I was going to start going through some of the neighborhoods and talking about the different gangs and different incidents that have gone on in those areas. But I decided against it. It's like, it's not smart. All right, so we are to Warner. So the other day we were on Grand and we went so we're coming up to Grand up here in about a quarter of a mile. Well, actually probably, a quarter of a mile. And we went down to Dyer. Right now I'm gonna go down to, so down here, down these tracks, it's hard to see, but all along these tracks, all the way down are homeless encampments. There's one right here, but not too many. So we're gonna go over on Warner right now, and then over to Red Hill, I guess. So let's see, it's been 30 minutes. So we can probably, I should have probably went, oh well, it's all good. So this street here, going over Warner, it doesn't have a sidewalk at a certain point. Actually, it has a dirt sidewalk. So usually when I go over the Warner right here, I go to the left and stay on the sidewalk, but since it's Sunday, I'll just stay in the street. This road is rough, man, rough. So we're going over the 55 freeway. All right, how many miles have we gone? 9.5, so we only have a few more miles. So that whole area, Grand, starting at Grand, and probably if you made the center point Warner, Dyer, like a mile radius, That's where all the marijuana dispensaries are in Santa Ana. There's, I don't know how many are there. Probably like 12, I don't know. A lot. All right, so we're on Red Hill. Maybe we'll go cut through here. Let's go this way. So this road. Yeah, it's strange. I don't think I've ever made this ride on a Sunday. Cut through here. So this is a new, I went through here not too long ago. This is another housing development. Wow, look at all these blackbirds. So this would be good to be doing 60 frames, because right here when these birds fly, I would do the slow motion. Look out, birds! Coming through. Oh, let's go straight. I've never gone straight. Strange. Okay. Very strange. Staybridge Suites. Yeah, these areas, this is what Irvine looks like. It's, I don't know. It's not very pleasing to the eye. Soho Deco, design and construction. Yeah, so boring. So boring, this area. Man. All right. I don't know where we're at. Alton. I guess we're gonna have to go over to Von Carmen. So Von Carmen's coming up over here. I don't ever go in these little areas, so I don't know. A lot of them are dead ends. Let's go this way and see. So this street's called Armstrong. We have actually, at my work, we have a storage facility on Armstrong, but I don't know where it's at. Oh wow, we actually have something to look at. Look at this. What is this place? Now see, if you take all these boring buildings and put artwork on them like that, that would make all the difference. All right, so we're up to McGaw. If we go straight, it looks like it's gonna go off to the right. Yeah, we're not gonna go this way. We'll end up having to go back the other direction or something. So, I don't know what I ran over just now. So we should be getting close. We're already 12.5 miles. Definitely did not take the fast route. Let's see, 41 minutes. So that's not bad. It'll be a 45-minute video. Oh, sprinklers. Yeah, but if you see that wall doesn't look too bad. Those windows kind of make it look neat. But they'll put some color on these buildings, for Christ's sake. I mean, geez. People think like, oh, it's not, it doesn't seem important to make your buildings look nice. I mean, they make them look nice. They make them look very manicured and perfect. You know, all these plants and the shrubs and islands with greenery. But it doesn't have that effect. It doesn't make you feel happy. It makes you feel like just blah. You know, there's no, I don't know, no texture, no depth. Like, but if you take these buildings where these people got to go to work every day and see them, and you know, you need to put a little color. You need to put a little bit of color, a little bit of artwork. You know, something that looks cool, and then that's gonna boost the morale of your people that work there. So you don't feel like you're just another part of the money machine. Going over the 405. fast as I can go. Like I said, the bike pretty much self-destructs at 30 miles an hour, so I don't try to go too much past that. Alright, so we are to Michelson. So the Super 73, I don't know if it's a sales spot. I think it is a storefront. It is, and there's a warehouse. It's just right up this street. One of the subscribers mentioned that last week. So maybe this week coming up, I'll go by there if I have some time and see if it's a storefront. And I've never really been interested in the Super 73 bikes because I think they're cool bikes, but I wouldn't pay that much money for an e-bike. Or if I did, it would be something different. But we'll take a look at them. Maybe they'll let us, let me take one for a spin. All right, here we are. So gloomy. All right, we'll see you on the ride home. Maybe we'll make this one long ass video. Sunday, fun day at work.